Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at 3 games from the grand final of Regional 1 for MENA RLCS in the new 2024 season. It's Team Falcons against Rule 1, as most of us expected, and I think as most of us wanted. And we're going to be on Rawas POV for what is game 3 of the grand final. We're picking this one up at a 1-1 series score. Ahmad scored a hat-trick in game 1 to secure it for Rule 1, and Falcons just tied the series up before this game started to make things 1 game apiece. Now this is the first time that these two teams have played in RLCS, and I thought I would make a quick YouTube video about it since I didn't have a chance to watch this one on stream over the weekend. I did, of course, have a chance to tune into NA and South America a whole bunch. And what on earth is that clear? That might be the luckiest clear that you're going to see in this video. I'd be very surprised if it isn't, in fact. It's a double commit that's gone the full length of the pitch in the opposite direction. Yeah, lots of matchups to look forward to between these two teams, I imagine, throughout the season. And the good news for MENA, like I'm sure a lot of you already know, is that both these teams could be at the major if they continue being the top teams in the region, and they will both be at the major. And, well, all the upcoming international events, because instead of just 1 MENA team, 2 MENA teams are going to be at the international majors this season. Rawas pouncing on a bad clear by Ahmad. Clears, bumps the defender, and the double tap comes in for Rawas. 1-0, and that's just clinical. Great read in the interception. Clears smell blood in the water when he saw the ball pinging out that low, knowing that his twin or TRK would be able to get up for that one. Got to really give credit to these guys for gelling together so quickly and seemingly easily together. Rawas pinch off the crossbar doesn't go too far, and it's Ahmad again scoring for Rule 1. Really was the main source of their firepower in most of these games so far. Naupo having a bit of a quiet one. Of course, if he can show up, then Rule 1 will be a devastating force in offense. But when it comes to defense, I think Falcons, at least in the opinions of most, should have the edge. You've got 2/3 of that team from last season, the Rule 1 team from last season, the Twins, who put up some of the best defensive performances that we've ever seen. That's a great save at the near post to keep Rawas at bay. Clears is going to be, I think, the predominant attacking force for this Falcons roster. He was for Rule 1 last season. Rawas extremely likely to be the 3rd man and do most of the priority defending, as he gives TRK a little bump back towards their own half. Sometimes that can be an effective strategy to help your teammate recover, but I'm not sure it really did too much there, and I wouldn't advise doing it in your own games unless you're absolutely sure that it's a good idea. Yeah, you probably don't want to do it to randoms on online, or they are going to think that you're trolling and maybe start forfeiting throwing themselves. Ahmad with the redirect, not able to get on the end of the rebound because of Clear's backboard catch. Clears again thinking about running ahead. He is going to run ahead and interfere with Ahmad, who does well to dodge him and make the save on Rawas's follow-up. TRK, the jack of all trades just in general, but definitely in this team. I do think if Clears is having a bit of a quieter day in offense, TRK will step into that role and be more aggressive. If Rawas is struggling with the defensive duties, TRK very capable of filling that role also. You know, don't think just because Rawas is a defensive player at heart, like he doesn't go with full commitment forwards when the situation requires him to do so. Booming clear into the sidewall. And another one into the ceiling. These clears from Rawas are not really getting past the first I've done it, haven't I? Yeah, I've done it again. The first Rule 1 player. I mean, I've said it in other videos, I'm going to say it again. Everyone is going to get these teams mixed up. You can't be switching 2 players from one team to another. Just a direct swap, Twins for Ahmad and Khaled, and expect me to get the names right. I mean, really, what were they thinking? This is so inconsiderate of them to not think about how difficult it was going to be for all the fans and all the casters to remember which team is which. Enough about that, though. Let's see who's going to close out this first game as we approach the overtime. Well, as long as 50-50s like that don't go in. Honestly, that was a big mistake by Rawas to move forward like this, and a very weak challenge to concede an inside of the post touch from that kind of distance. Could have very easily been a 1-goal lead for Rule 1 there. Naupo trying to come to life. But he's hit the brick wall of Rawas once again. Something that used to happen a whole lot when the two matched up in 1v1, but last time they played it was Naupo who was victorious. Looking like the best player we've ever seen. Kers with a little 1-2 pass to himself. Naupo straight back to the ball instead of leaving Ahmad to struggle in defense. Look at all these back posts, well, not just back posts, but full pitch rotations by Rawas, but he's back in the play with plenty boost to use, and the 0-second goal actually goes in. Well, what a finish by Rawas, and what a game by Falcons to take a 2-1 lead in the series. Guys, before we get into the next game, quick reminder that you can still sign up on thenextrank.com to get access to a bunch of exclusive free videos, all designed to help you get better at Rocket League. So if the videos you see on your screen right now look interesting to you, head over to thenextrank.com using the link in the description, bash in your email right here, and click subscribe. It's totally free. You can get access to all of these videos, plus one more every single week. Guys, ranking up in Rocket League is easy. We don't need to complicate this. Why be hard stuck when you could just get the next rank? So game 2 of this video, game 4 of the grand final, and we're going to be on TRK's POV now. Let's see if Falcons can ride that momentum that you're always going to have when you get a big 0-second winner like that. I mean, 2 games in a row as well. Very difficult situation for the Rule 1 players. Now, I should mention, just in passing, that Rule 1 was reported by their coach on the timeline that they were, not able to completely focus on the event this past weekend, and they're hoping that they can step it up in the future ones. Some real life personal issues involving Naupo, but he was able to show up and play actually very well. So if this isn't the full strength Rule 1 roster, then the rest of MENA definitely has something to worry about moving forwards. But yeah, if you want more information on that, head over to Crespbar's Twitter. That's Rule 1 coach Cresbar. I don't think he's in the lobby here for RLCS. Oh, nice little slow aerial there by TRK, pulling away from what was going to be a mid-air 50-50. Now, Kers rattles the post. Rawas harassing Ahmad as makes some space for TRK to play with. Now, something that is quite interesting to note about this Falcons roster, and also I think just about MENA teams in general, is that they are now rotating a lot deeper more often. It's something they didn't used to do back in the day. You would have MENA teams just sitting on the halfway line, all out aggression, never paying any attention to hard clears, and it would get them in trouble, and sometimes it would be very entertaining to watch. But yeah, with TRK and Rawas, you're going to see a lot of back corner boost grabs, even while the team's on offense, and it works a little bit better these days than it used to, because players are just so much quicker. I think the increasing popularity of the speed flip compared to 2 years ago makes it a lot more viable to just be a slight touch farther away from the play, since you can get back into the play that bit more quickly. And it's not just speed flips, the plethora of different wave dashing setups that have now become commonplace. Have players doing what TRK is doing here, just staying a bit further away from the play here, and then getting right back into a key position after just a couple of seconds have gone by. Spacing is everything right now in high-level Rocket League. I think the best teams in NA all seem to be really focusing on their spacing between themselves and their teammates. Being able to put pressure on your opponents without taking space in the pitch away from your teammates is a very difficult thing to do. It's one of the kind of balancing acts you've got to perform when you play Rocket League, is giving your teammates the space in the pitch to thrive without giving your opponents all the space in the pitch to outplay you. It's a balance that MENA teams in particular have got a lot better at over the years. I think they were always very good at putting pressure on their opponents, but definitely more known for double commits than other competitive regions, where we had more organized rotations when it came to avoiding your teammates and bringing the best out of your teammates, but maybe didn't put as much pressure on the opponents. Another thing you'll note with pretty much all the top teams these days, but something you'll have picked up on, well, we're watching Rawas and now TRK in these two games, is the very fluid second and third man from Team Falcons. And this, like I said, is something that a lot of pro teams are doing these days. But notice right here how TRK is behind kers. He's the second man in this position. If the ball goes into the middle of the box, he'll be able to pounce on that. But if the ball went back post, if the ball went too high for TRK to do anything with, then that would leave actually Rawas the opportunity to move in from third man position, and TRK would simply go back towards the midfield, back towards the center circle, and become the third man. So it really is dependent on what the first man does there, and it really is how Rocket League should be played, in my opinion. More of a two supporting player formation rather than your traditional 1-2-3, 1-2-3, everybody take a turn making a play on the ball and then leaving the position. TRK with a flip reset double goes pretty low, in fact doesn't get a lot of power on it either. It is another very close game. We had game 2 ending with a 0-second goal. Now with just 15 seconds left in this one, it's kers rattling the crossbar. Can Falcons press for the advantage? TRK has a lot of time to place this one, and he slots it to go 1-0 up with just 8 seconds left. Again, heartbreak for Rule 1, who have lost a goal so late in the game, but you really did feel like it was coming. Falcons have completely stifled the Rule 1 pressure and outstruck them 8 shots to 2, and taken a 2-game lead in the series going into game 5. kers POV for this game. We've seen Rawas, we've seen TRK, and now it's time to see the first man of the team, the man who's creating all the chaos and one of the most unstoppable forces in 3v3 worldwide for the past year. On the ball, he is just so dangerous. His ability to outplay, his ability to utilize the physical game. Speaking of, as he lands a couple demos here, his speed, his mechanical ability, his trickiness. I mean, he really is the full package when it comes to offense. It's extremely difficult to read. It seemed for a while that no one else was able to read kers except his twin brother Rawas whenever they played together. But TRK is showing that it's not just Rawas who's able to synergize with this guy. I think Mawson did a great job showing that last season as well when they were all still playing for Rule 1. Now, can they close this out in dominant fashion? We had a lot of very dominant Grand Finals in RLCS this past weekend. I watched North America and South America Grand Finals on my live stream. If you want to see my reactions to those, well, you can on my Twitch, video on demand. Didn't get a chance to stream reaction to APAC or SSA's Grand Finals, or OCE for that matter, but I would definitely recommend checking out SSA and APAC in particular. I always shout out to OCE. It's great to see legend of the region, Torsos, still crushing it, as wow, kers cannot find a boost for his life. That one's going to get taken away as well. This is just painful to watch. He's just getting completely boost starved. But yeah, as we look around the world of Rocket League, it's been very dominant Grand Finals in every region except APAC, with one of the most crazy upsets, I would say, in APAC this past event. Oh, nice shot by kers. Well, that'll just about do it. It's another goal for Falcons, this time in the first 2 minutes of the game instead of the last 8 seconds of the game. Yeah, he really has had one of those games where the boost has been at such a premium. He can't find a big boost pad for the life of him, but luckily he's still got the speed to stay relevant and to arrive in the key positions. Now notice he took both boosts there because he knew the player behind him who was going to take that boost if he left it was going to be an opponent. So nice little boost steal in his own back corner here. kers moving in, looking for a third goal. Actually plays it slowly to try and go behind the defender. No such luck, remains 1-0 for now. And TRK has options left and right here. Rawas to the left, kers so waiting a little bit deeper to the right, and that is something that you should always be thinking about if you're moving forward, kind of adjacent to your teammate. You're both in support of the first man. One of you is to the right, one of you is to the left. You should have one of you be just a little bit deeper. Usually the player who's more central will want to be just that bit deeper, so that if the ball does get cleared straight down the middle, they are ready to get it. That's obviously the fastest way that the other team can counter-attack you, is straight down the middle. So that player tends to have to sit a bit deeper, have that time to react. Yeah, they really do use the V formation very well in offense, this Falcons roster. You're seeing a lot of clears behind the ball, which might be a surprise to some of you after watching him play and seeing how often he gets in front of the ball and causes problems for the other team. In this game, he's just had a bit of a difficult time getting big boosts. I mean, that one I think just spawned right behind him. Here he comes in position to get the mid boost though, and gets demoed. As soon as he picks up 100 boost, he's dead. I mean, it's a frustrating game, I guarantee you. If this is one of you guys in a ranked game, you are raging. And you're probably asking your teammates, which one of you is taking all my boost? Because every time I go over a big pad, it's gone, and it's going to be Rule 1 scoring. And did you guys see that? Did you guys see the complete dead stop there by kers? I would speculate that I'd speculate that he's getting pretty annoyed about how this game's going. Another big boost is not there for him. I mean, this is just incredible. The mid boost isn't there. He's having to cut around and small pads. Alright, here we go. Big boost. Just don't get demoed immediately and lose. He's getting chased. It really has been one of those series, and now it's off the bar for him. I mean, if they weren't winning this series, if they were losing this series at this point, he would think, yep, everything's against me today. I'm just not going to get anything to go my way, am I? Because there's never been a big boost when I drive over it. Once again, another one is just not there for him. I've been demoed about 20 million times, and my teammates are hitting the bar. So yeah, it's been a bad game really, and taking out the frustration by just slamming himself into the back of the ball here, nearly getting his team in a bit of trouble, I will say. I think he probably needs to calm down a little bit in this game. Oh, I love that though. It's such a clear-cut sign of a player being tilted when a goal goes in. If they just completely stop, that is as surefire a sign that a player is tilted as you're ever going to get in professional Rocket League. Compare that to the usual reaction to a goal going in, as Rule 1 nearly get a shot on target with no time left on the clock. Into overtime we go. kers has half flipped onto the boost immediately, so that's good. He's already managed to do something he could hardly do in regulation. Now he's got a bit of space for himself here, flicks it past one, but actually doesn't flick it past one. It was a good recovery there by Khaled. Nice little offload 1-2 pass as well. kers rapidly glances to his right to see who's there. A beautiful first touch will send the ball across halfway. kers again with space to work with. He has done a decent job in this game, despite the fact that I think he has not really had the luck of the draw and he's not had the most fun. He's done a good job keeping up momentum. Oh my goodness, what a goal. What a catch by kers to win it all. Let's take another look at that, because that really did come out of nowhere. We had kers cutting about midfield, doing a good job staying active, and then out of nowhere, he just prepares himself upfield, catches the ball out of the forward pass, and demos Khaled for the air dribble bump. Honestly, that catch is so hard for Khaled to deal with, because Khaled is no doubt expecting kers to just fire that one first time, but he's not doing that. He's controlling it. I mean, really, unbelievably difficult to stop. TRK with the pass, and yeah, Khaled had to back off there expecting a shot. Absolutely nothing he could do against kers' control, but hey, that was a really, to me, a really interesting last game for Falcons to win MENA Regional number 1. 4 straight games there against their main rivals, Rule 1, who'll have to settle for second in the first event, and deserved win as well for Falcons. They did look like the better team all weekend, and they produced the goods in the grand final. But yeah, I think a lot of you will probably be really relieved seeing a pro struggle to find boosts, seeing a pro get demoed so much and probably be tilted a lot on the pitch. It happens to everybody, even players like kers. And when you are getting bad luck with your timing of arrival for big boosts, and you respawn and it's not there beside you, you respawn from a demo and the big boost isn't there. Notice this. I think this map does a good job of illustrating where you should be driving as an alternative. You see this inner circle of boost pads. That is your friend. Now in pro games, these things are heavily contested, so it's very difficult to just rely on these. As a substitute, you do need to fight for the big boost pads in pro play, because the small ones are going to get stolen as well. But in ranked games, these are far less contested. Everybody's going for the big boosts and oftentimes completely ignoring the inner circle of boost pads. But yeah, if your big boost isn't there, then yeah, just follow around this inner circle, especially in a game where you really can't seem to find big boost pads. It's never really a good idea to wait for one to spawn if you have no idea when it was taken. When you look how much boost you've got in this inner circle. They're all nicely lined up, showing you where you should be driving, getting you into decent positions. Actually, if you do take this inner circle, you're usually going to be in decent active positions, so you can't go far wrong with that in your own games. But anyway, that's a bit of a sidetrack. I just thought it was interesting seeing a pro player struggle in a game that they inevitably ended up doing really well in, getting 2 goals and winning the series with an absolute worldie. So yeah, hats off to Falcons. They look like a very, very scary team right now. And yeah, I can't wait to see more matchups between these two. I do think these are going to be the dominant teams in MENA. I think Rule 1 will improve, and I think they're going to give Falcons a good run for their money. But yeah, let's see what MENA can produce this split. It looks like the most promising split so far in Rocket League in RLCS history for the Middle Eastern region, with the chance of maybe getting an even deeper run than ever before in an RLCS major. But that's all we got time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the view parties over the weekend. We've got show matches coming up this week, so be sure to follow me on Twitter if you want to catch all those when they happen, and if you want to see the live streams as they go down, follow me on Twitch as well. But that's all for this one. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, more RLCS view parties coming up this coming weekend. And yes, I will be casting on Saturday and Sunday on the European broadcast, because I know some people have been asking. All right, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.